Hello and welcome to another VRL FanTV episode. Today we'll be previewing the Champions League match tomorrow against Manchester City. And today's guest is a long-time City supporter, Steve. How are you doing today, mate?
Oh, very well, thank you. Hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm fine as well. Can we just talk about tomorrow's match? As you know, we're going to be facing you guys. The last time we met you, it was, I think, in 2011. And you guys, from what I remember, I think you guys beat us convincingly.
Yes.
So how has City been performing in the last Champions League match and in Premier League, the last match now in the weekend against Everton?
Yeah, we didn't start the season too well. First game we beat Wolves and then we lost to Brighton and Tottenham. So people were starting to panic a little bit. And then we've been on a decent run at the minute. I think we're undefeated in the last 8 games. In the Champions League, we beat Napoli at home, and then we went out to Monaco. Should have won the game in Monaco, but a late penalty, 2-2. At weekend we beat Everton 2-0. So from a City point of view, we're playing quite well at the minute. You know, we're looking good. We're not playing the regular Manchester City style of football you've seen the last few years, which is very attacking and very, good on the eye. But what we are doing is we're getting the results. And with Erling Haaland up front, who at the minute is, in my opinion, the best striker in the world, when you've got him up front, you've always got a chance. So at the minute, we're getting a lot of players back from injury. So this game's come at the right time. Ryan Cherki, Aït-Nouri, Mamouche, etc. coming back, Kovacic. So it's come at a good time for City, and I can't lie, we just need to get the job done and get the result.
Yeah. From what I've seen, I think you guys have been playing outstanding, and as you mentioned, Haaland is on fire right now. And from what also I saw some matches early this season, and you guys' style has changed a little bit. You guys don't have that. You don't rely a lot on possession, and you don't commit a lot of people when attacking. You seem to have figured out like a middle ground with how you set up your team, because it was a patch, I think, last year, Christmas or before that, where you guys just lost one match after another. So it looks like Guardiola have found like a balanced way to attack, but also not concede goals. I think is that a fair assessment, or where do you think that?
No, yeah, I think the defense was didn't look the greatest early in the season, but the massive signing of Donnarumma has helped the whole back four. I feel like now they know they've got a big presence behind them that is confident. He's always talking. He's always directing the defenders. Sometimes Nico O'Reilly and Nunes can get carried a little bit far forward because they're both midfielders by trade. But Donnarumma's brought that calmness, get back in, don't go too far. And on set pieces and corners especially, we now have a goalkeeper that isn't afraid to come and claim the ball or punch the ball, whereas Ederson is obviously the best for me in the world with his feet. His all-round goalkeeping display sometimes wasn't the greatest, but I think with Donnarumma, you've got the opposite. I feel like he's not great with his feet, but we can rely on him to do the basics well. And I think City now are not this team that plays out from the back with the goalkeeper, and it doesn't allow teams to press us. If Donnarumma's not sure, he will just kick it long, which is not a Manchester City thing to do, but it's working because it brings Haaland into play earlier.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes actually sense. Donnarumma has been solid signing, and actually it's a good timing for you guys to buy him because of what happened in the summer. I think this was a good deal for you guys.
Brilliant.
But that also means that you went away from the style of play that you guys used to play in for many years under Guardiola. And for Villarreal, to be honest, we have been having a little bit rough patch, in Champions League. Especially we lost narrowly against Spurs away, 1-0, a goalkeeper mistake, and then we drew against Juventus at home. So we are, I think that the fans and the team are a little bit anxious, for tomorrow. It's a big match, and and in the league we are lost against Real Madrid and drew where we gave away 2-goal lead against Betis. So we are in, I think, for City perspective, this is the best time to face us, I think. But good news is that we are having a lot of key players back from injuries. So Ayoso Perez and some of the key players are back. They didn't play a lot recently, so they, in the last match against Betis, they came on in the 70th minute, so just to get back in the rhythm. So they are important. Some of these players are very important to have for tomorrow. How do you see this match going, Steve?
I think City have got to be patient. I think we've got to get ourselves into the game just slowly. There's a couple of games this season where we don't start particularly well. It looks like we're not quite there, but then second half we sort of turn it on. I feel like with the options we've got on the bench as well, Ryan Cherky and people like that, we have got people that can change the game. So if it's not quite going Manchester City's way, I feel like Pep's got the tools to change it. I mean, I was at the last Villarreal game over in Spain when we played that time. I'm unfortunately not going tomorrow. It's not one of my best away grounds I've ever been to. I can't lie. The away section is it's crazy. Yeah. It's like this, it's mental. So and a lot of people are going to Benidorm. And getting coaches into there. So I think we'll have a great support. But I think we just got to be patient. Nothing stupid. In Monaco, we did everything right, but we took our foot off the gas near the end where we should have put the game to bed. So I'm hoping that we can just do what we've been doing, be efficient. You know what I mean? We don't have to force it. Just come away there with the points,
Right. Yeah. And I think for Villarreal, this one thing that we really struggle is to keep the possession, because we give away the ball easily at times because of the way we play. We play very counter-attacking and when we defend compact, but when we attack, we play very direct and with pace. And we don't have like a middle ground where we can keep the ball. So I think for City's perspective, I think we will give you a lot. We will give you guys a lot of balls. Like we will lose the ball sometimes in a dangerous areas. So I think maybe that could be opportunity for you to counter-attack us. That's where I see it. But do you see a lot of goals in this match?
I personally don't. I think it will be a tight game. I've in my prediction, I've gone for 2-0 City. So I think that we might just, score one early doors and then finish the game late. It's just the form Erling Haaland's in at the minute. I mean, at the minute, he's just unbelievable, and he's changed his game as well. He's not spending time fighting with centre backs and wasting energy. He's now lurking a little bit deeper, so he's getting involved in play a little bit more. But when we get into the final third, this is when you see Erling Haaland come alive, his movement and everything. So at the minute, he's on a great run of form, and it'd be tough, I think, for Villarreal to stop him,
Yeah, Haaland has been impressive. Like I'm Norwegian, and so I follow him as well. So for me, I'm very nervous for tomorrow with the defenders that we have. You mentioned Haaland, but are there other players, key players? You mentioned the goalkeeper Donnarumma, but are there other outfield players who can be a clutch?
Yeah. I feel like Phil Foden's getting his form back. He's starting to play a little bit. Ryan Cherky came on at weekend for 10 minutes, looked very, very lively, very, very direct. But one player that's played well this season has been Jeremy Doku. I prefer him on the right. I don't think Pep will ever play him there, but he always plays him on the left. But he's very, very direct, very, very quick, tricky. And when he's on form, he's very hard to stop. So I'm expecting Jeremy Doku to give you a lot of problems. But, we've got a fantastic team. We might not be the team that people think we are, but we can still hurt teams. Tidjani Reinders in midfield can also, chip in with a goal. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting
Yeah, for sure. So can we just go through it quickly, the lineup? What do you think the City? How will the City lineup look like tomorrow?
Probably pretty much what you've got on the screen. I would say Donnarumma definitely starts. O'Reilly on the left. Gavardio, Diaz, and Nunes. It's probably going to be Doku, Foden, Reinders, Gonzalez, Savinho, Haaland. I can't see it being much different to that. You may get, he may start a Rico Lewis at right back. He may think, I'll give Bernardo Silva in midfield, give Reinders a break. That could happen, so I don't think it'd be too different from that,
Yeah, okay. That's still a strong team, man. And
strong,
for us, I think, yeah, very, very strong. For us, I think the goalkeeper, it has been, we have a big issue with the goalkeepers lately. We have basically 3 starters, and they're all like in the same level. So I think we're gonna see another goalkeeper in Tenos. The back will be, I think this guy Pedraza will be benched because he played on Saturday. We will see the Cardona there, and then we will have back a Uruguayan defender as a right back. Other than that, the top, the strikers, Pepe and Mikotase will be the same. Right wing, probably the same. Maybe here, I think he will change either to Comesaña or Partey, but I think either Parejo or Comesaña. So you can maybe 3-4 changes from this side, I think, at least.
Is it the striker from Georgia? Is he a new signing? He's been doing okay.
Yeah, he has. He's a good player, but he has like many of the new signings in summer. He's adapting to the league and the language and to the way we play. But he has been scoring. I think he has scored 3 goals, and 1 assist so far. So he has been doing good. He's had some injury last match, so Marcelino didn't take the risk playing him. But I think he will start tomorrow for sure. So you mentioned earlier the prediction. How do you see this match going? You mentioned it, but I just want to hear.
Yeah, I said 2-0. Like you say, I feel like we can get a goal early and then finish the game off late. But one thing is Manchester City don't really do is finish the game off. So, in Monaco, we gave them a way back in. They didn't deserve it, but we did. So it's always there with Man City that you can have a chance. City will always give you a chance. But I just feel like with the way we're playing, the confidence is high. I feel like we get the job done. Yeah, 2-0.
2-0. Okay, that's almost same as you, but I think we will score. I think maybe the ideal result would be a draw, 2-2, 1-1. But I think both teams gonna score. We tend to equalize late on in matches, especially when we are behind. So if we are behind 2-0 or 1-0, we will create enough chances to get at least 1 goal. So my prediction is 2-1 City or 3-1, either or, but I think leaning more towards 2-1 City. And with Haaland scoring at least 1 goal, I think he will be a very difficult player to stop.
Yeah, I agree.
So do you have so it's gonna be difficult for us. We're desperate, we need to get a result tomorrow, but it's very hard against City, So lastly, where can people find your content, Steve?
It's at Big Steve MCFC. That is on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And I'm a part of the Big Six Show, which is at the Big Six Show, which is on YouTube, which is a big Premier League show. So they can find me there.
Okay, great, man. I'll tag you in and those sort of things. Thank you again, Steve, for joining us. If you have anything else you want to add, you can add now.
Just want to say thanks for having me on.
No problem, mate.
Enjoy the game, and tag me in the socials. We'll share it, and I wish you all the best. Not too much luck, but we wish you all the best for the game tomorrow.
Same to you, man. Enjoy the match tomorrow.